Hello friends, let us see exergonic reaction and endergonic reaction. Every chemical reaction involves a change in free energy, that is delta G. Now to calculate delta G, subtract the amount of energy lost to entropy, that is delta S, from the total energy change of the system, and this total energy change of the system is nothing but the enthalpy, and therefore we know the equation delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. From this, endergonic reaction means what? So endergonic reaction requires an input of energy. The delta G for the reaction will be the positive value. Exergonic reaction release free energy, and delta G for that reactions will be negative value. Now let us see some terms involved in this topic. Exergonic reaction means what? So a chemical reaction where a change in free energy is negative. It indicates positive reaction. Endergonic reaction means a chemical reaction in which the standard change in free energy is positive and energy absorbed is positive. Therefore, Gibbs free energy means what? So, the Gibbs free energy, we know the equation delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. From this equation, we can say that Gibbs free energy is the difference between enthalpy of the system and the product of its entropy and absolute temperature. Endergonic reaction and exergonic reaction, let us see in details. As we know that if energy released during a chemical reaction, then the resulting value from the above equation will be a negative number. That is, in other words, the reaction releases energy that have value less than 0, delta G less than 0. A negative delta G means the product of the reaction have less free energy than the reactant because they gave some free energy during the reaction. The reaction that have negative delta G and release free energy are called exergonic reaction. Exergonic means what? So exergonic means energy is exiting the system. These reactions are also referred to as spontaneous reaction because they can occur without any addition of energy into the system. So understanding which chemical reaction are spontaneous and release free energy is extremely useful for biologists because these reactions can be harnessed to perform work inside the cell. And an important distinction must be drawn between the term spontaneous and the idea of the chemical reaction that occurs immediately. So on the contrary to the everyday use of the term spontaneous reaction is not one that suddenly or quickly occurs. The rusting of iron is an best example of spontaneous reaction, and that occurs slowly, little by little, but over a time. If a chemical reaction that requires an input of energy rather than releasing energy, then the delta G for that reaction will be a positive value. So in this case, the product have more free energy than the reactant. Thus, the products of these reactions can be thought as energy storing molecules. These chemical reactions are called as exergonic reactions, or they are also called as non-spontaneous reaction. That means there is a addition of other energy, free energy, and endergonic reaction will not take place on its own or without the addition of free energy. And these endergonic and exergonic reaction we can see by this graph. So here if the reaction is exergonic reaction, the reaction is spontaneous, and the graph will be the shown in this diagram. So there is difference between endergonic reaction and exergonic reaction. So here we have finished with the endergonic reaction and exergonic reaction. So till then, bye. We will see the next topic on next lecture.